Greetings, one and all, and welcome to The Last Leviathan with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to this First Impressions episode, an episode in which we're going to play the game for between 20 and 40 minutes, get a bit of a feel for it, and decide if it is a game I personally like or dislike, or perhaps see as a future candidate for a series on the channel. This is one of those games which has been so recommended to me by so many people who watch the channel. A lot of people claiming that it's a weird mixture of Robocraft and From the Depths, having the simplicity of Robocraft but the kind of style and mechanics somewhat of From the Depths with a more player-orientated control. Rather than having AI do everything for you, you take control of the ship, akin to Robocraft, but the theme is very From the Depths, and of course movement and such kind of works with that, and the fact you are in the water. Of course, all of that is just speculation, and from what I've been told, some of that may be completely incorrect. I have done some minimal research on the game, like I always do for First Impressions, and had a quick go in the Battle Seas option, which is this one here. Essentially, you build ships of certain sizes, as you can see, the Cog, Hulk, and then going on all the way to Galleon, and from that you have certain battle types. The enemies are scaled according to the scale of your ship. Some items give you more power than others, which of course then puts you into the next tier of this system here. That's what I'll be calling it, kind of a tier system, a class system. I'll probably alternate between the two, even though it's clearly called the class system. In creative, we can build ships. You build the ship in creative, go to the Battle Seas option, everything is fantastic. But then you also have versus, choose who to fight and where to fight them. You have events and all of this stuff. All I have played so far is the creative and the Battle Seas to a very small extent. So, we're going to get straight into creative and build a brand new ship. The ship I built earlier was quite literally just a plank of wood with guns on it, just to test out some basic physics, and it worked decently. But here we are regardless in the sandbox mode, so we can start building. The one problem I do have is the UI is a little bit difficult to read. When it comes to reading the text here, I have a lot of difficulty. For those who've been around on the channel for a while, they do know I am dyslexic, so it can be difficult anyway. But when the words are so small, I'm going to start misreading things constantly. There doesn't seem to be a way to really make the UI any bigger at this stage. Of course, that could change in the future. Early builds are early builds. So what do we have? We have hull, movement, and weapons. Nice and simple, you can pretty much guess what they all do. We have the basic structure, then we have a keel, which is far heavier than the basic structure, then we have decking, so we can actually put decking onto the top of the ship, which is very nice, and finally we have armor, lights, and scopes. We also have figureheads. Okay, I didn't see these two before. Decorations, figureheads, and scopes. That's really cool. Okay, well that's definitely something I'll be looking into as we continue the build. So for now, we want to build the smallest. Let's try and build a cog and get a cog working. We have rotting, rough, planned, rotting again. Okay, so it's basically 3 sets of it in addition to the lead ballast crate. I don't really know what that honestly does. But either way, all we can see is power, weight, and health, and that's where it gets a bit confusing here, because the rotting, the rough, and the planned are all the same weight and all the same health, but the power increases a lot as you go further forwards. So perhaps there's an armor element here I simply can't see at the moment. It is a little bit confusing from a new player's perspective, which is exactly what this is. And like I said before, there will be mistakes in this video, but that's the whole point. How accessible is it from a new player's perspective? Well, looking here and seeing no difference whatsoever, I'm going to build everything out of rotting wood, which sounds like a terrible idea. I do imagine there is some sort of difference, but I can't really figure out exactly what it is. There we are. Very akin to the building style of the Siege, or From the Depths mouse building style, or even just Robocraft itself, so that is pretty darn nice. There we are. We've made a lump of wood. I love my lumps of wood. So next then, I would like to add a rotting wood wedge. How do I put that in the way I want it to? I want it to be there, but basically the opposite way around. Am I going to have to do this? Yeah, there, that's where I wanted it. That was a little bit weird. Is there any other way to rotate items? Just rotate Q plus E, and it seems to rotate on the block you're attached to. Okay, that could be a little bit annoying as time goes on, it must be said. Having to do this to rotate it correctly. I feel like I'm missing something there, because I can't imagine they would make it so you have to build like that when they've actually introduced the wedge element itself. So quick look, see. So on the top it can only turn this way. Can I change it in any way? Keys. Rotate block, copy block, move bounding box, cursor keys, and page up, page down. Now that would just be moving this around the box, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Okay. A little bit confused about that, I've got to be said. Doesn't seem like I can build in any other way, which is a little bit upsetting, but we will continue regardless. Pardon me, I may have just belched slightly. Where's the wedges? There it is. More rotting wood, because, well, if we're going to have a little ship, it may as well be made out of almost completely rotting wood. And then let's just fill this in here. Oh wow, we've almost got halfway, and now we are about to hit halfway of the power meter already. Think I'm building a bit too big, honestly. Yeah, I'm assuming this is too big. I didn't see a mirror mode, so here's hoping I haven't missed something obvious. And then these can go here. Other than the wedges, it does seem to be pretty easy to sort it all out, but with the wedges it was very difficult. No. Yes. And then the same on the opposite side. A little bit of frame loss, but this is an early access game, so I imagine it isn't completely optimised yet. Not much, anyway. It probably won't even come out on the recording, just I'm noticing it myself. Okay, so we need to put it on this side. I think. No, we don't. How am I going to do... Oh, same as the other side. Okay. That can go there. That is a bit clunky. Got to be honest, a little bit clunky, and that could be fixed in multiple ways, but it's not exactly a game-breaking thing, it's just something I've noticed, which I'm used to actually. Oh, for the love of... Which I've noticed, which I am used to having on other games. There we are. Okay, so now we have this lump of wood. Excellent. It's the best lump of wood. Do we really need a keel? Let's just put this thing lower towards the water. Set sail. Of course a keel would stabilise this, but still, yeah, it looks fine. Okay, back to docking. Did I use the wrong type of wood here? It seems like it. Doesn't really... It has a bit of a contrast, which I'm not 100% sure of. We do have barrels of rum, not quite sure why, but we do have them. But for now, let's go with movement. So we have propellers. What we're going to do is just destroy this section here. And we're going to put in a... Oh, no, we're not going to put medium, because that's 500 each. We're going to put the small... Wow, that's almost all of our points gone. We have definitely built this too big. Weapons, what do we have? We have the triple cannons, the deck cannons, the mortar cannons, the crab claw ram, the spike impalers, and these things, these steel blades, which look really cool. Wow, if we had some more points so we wouldn't go over to the next class, that would definitely be something I'd be adding. But there's actually a lot of points. So what do we want then? We just want basic weaponry. Let's go with triple mini cannon, sure. I'm guessing that can't rotate. The weapon I used was the mortar last time, and that couldn't rotate, so I'm assuming the same can be said for this. Oh dear. How about... Okay, we can only shoot forwards now. That seems like a completely reasonable idea. What I think I'll have to do is just make this thing smaller. We've got far too many points currently in the actual deck itself, so I'm going to redo the back section here, then we'll be right back with a hopefully closer to functioning cog. We're back, and I decided to skip ahead a little bit further than I originally intended to. So I've put the guns back down, we're much smaller, we have two of the, I think, smallest propellers, we have a single rudder on the back, and we have this adorable little basket of fire, which is just there for looks, honestly. Same with the decorations here. So let's see if we can get this sorted then. So to fire, we can press the mouse left button, or we can press space to do the same thing in the direction I'm facing, or I can take direct control of them, which is pretty darn cool. and then just fire like this. Come on, hit the target. Hit it. I'm fairly certain that hit the bell. Is it actually destroyable? Oh, I heard a noise. Oh, this rocking is horrible. I can hardly see what I'm doing. I'm definitely hitting that target, so I'm assuming I'm doing nothing to it. Okay, and you can stay there. I'm going to continue outwards. I'm going to stay in first person for now, just to help with aiming, because I don't really know the kind of... the systems to aim. We definitely hit the target at least once. Now we'll get out of here, so escape to do that. Hello! Will you be my friend? Slowing down, and then let's say hello to him again. He has crates, which I assume are explosive. Follow him! Controlling this is actually somewhat difficult. At least from a new player perspective. Come on! Get him in the butt! Take out that shielded butt! Your shielded butt means nothing to me, sir. I really expected that crate to explode, apparently not. And boom! Down he goes. Battle 2-1. Hell yes. Hello! You have a gun, unlike the last fellow. That's somewhat terrifying. I'm going to ram you. I don't have any rams, I'm going to ram you anyway. Yeah, take that! You thought being shot in the butt was painful. This is very satisfying, it must be said. Have I lost anything so far? No, I haven't, okay. Let's fire the weaker gun. These are weaker than the main weapon. Ooh, they shoot a lot slower. Slow down a bit, we're kind of outpacing them. Just continue with the broadside. And the problem is, when you fire like this, you don't actually aim, it just fires in a straight line. Which isn't nice. I would like if this followed the mouse as well, if we're going to have to do it that way. Oh, hello! Excuse me, you appear to be ramming us. And our shots apparently are going through that piece of armour. Hello! So the shots are going through the main piece. I'm assuming then we just have to do a percentage damage, or disconnect the main piece from the whole body. That would actually make a lot of sense. You found... what have I found? What did I do now? Let me get closer so it actually comes up for more than 2 seconds. You found the grave of the dead pirate. Fight him again? No. Oh! That's what those are. They're graves. Ah, the first one then was from the last... ooh, hello. Is there enemy over there? Quick turn. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Pro skills with the turning. Come on, move forward. I will say that so far the combat does seem a little bit clunky, but I am only using one weapon and I am very inexperienced, so I will chalk up most of that to just that. So let's just continue forward. And incoming, lots of rocking. Why aren't you firing? Curious. The main gun isn't firing right now. Why not? Will the side guns fire? Yes. And yes. So why won't you? You're turning. Well, that's curious. Is it bugged, or is there actually an ammo amount I just can't see? This should be firing, right? It's doing a little spinny thing. Space, it doesn't fire. I'm holding it down right now. Single shot I'm trying to fire, it's not working. That is really weird. How about if we surrender? Yeah, sure, because we can just come back. And then, once we've surrendered, we'll come back to the challenge, and it should put us in the same place, I think. Yes. Now can we fire with the main gun? Yes, we can! Maybe there is, like, a limited ammo. Ooh, what we could try out, though, if we're going to do this anyway, just review. How about a different weapon? We have the deck cannons, which are explosive cannonballs. These are just mini cannonballs. And we have, of course, the flamethrowers, which is always a cool option. The mortar, honestly, I didn't find too interesting. It sounds cool, but with the manual controls, I found it really difficult to use. I haven't used these. These are the fire cannons as well. Okay, now let's use a fire cannon. And then let's convert both of you to flamethrowers. No, I can't do both. How about if I change you to the weakest of variants? And then both of you can become weak flamethrowers. We have lost our powerful gun, though, doing this. Or we could have cannons on the side, then a stronger flamethrower. Actually, that'd be better with the cost. Can we do that, then? Strong flamethrower, then 2 weak fire cannons. Almost, but no. Okay, then in that case, we'll just go with what we had before. Stronger fire cannon. No. Weakest fire cannon and weakest flamethrowers. There we go, derping up a bit there. Okay, flamethrower. That's pretty cool. Can I fire it like this? Ooh, can I just not fire it? Ooh, okay. Oh, never mind, I can. And they both go at once, which is kind of bizarre. Then we have the flame cannon. Ooh, that's pretty. Very slow fire rate. Okay then. Onwards we go! Very loud flamethrowers! Go forth, my little cog. I believe in you! We could have just removed some of that decoration on the side note and then had the stronger weapon. Yeah, probably would have been a much better idea. I'm assuming somewhere like there. Not even close. We are nowhere near in range. I don't quite understand the whole point of this cursor when you're not in first person mode, just because it gives you all of this information on where you're shooting, but it's always going to just shoot forward, directly forward, if you're not manually controlling it. I'm guessing in the future perhaps they'll all follow the cursor, but right now it just feels like it's a completely pointless addition. Once again though, I will stress, very early game. It's in early access version 0.1, so a lot of criticisms I will be levelling are fair now, but won't be fair very soon. And I'm not really holding against the game as a whole, just the game in its current state after purchasing it, because I have spent money on it. Oh, hello. Stop. Just a little bit too low there. Slowing down. Got ya. Okay, and burn. Burn him. Ooh, things are on fire there, sir. You appear to be in trouble. Oh, glorious. And so sodding loud. The Kraken wakes. Doesn't it? Oh, I was going to use the main cannon. Okay, let's just fire blankly here. Fired. Missed. Ramming. He has rams, I don't. Yes! Sinking! We actually won. How did that kill him? Oh, that was beautiful. Take that. We are flaming gods. I like fire. Okay, guys. That was lovely. I would like to be a smaller ship now with more flamethrowers, be a really aggressive ship like that. So, I think I saw the next enemy around the corner here. Because I think I did. Pew pew! Now he was going that way, so do we go around to meet him, or do we just go the safe route where we're going now? I think we'll go this way. Slowly. I decided to quickly dock before we engaged the next enemy, which has finally came out around from the rock there, and I've changed the ship a little bit. We have extra rudders for a bit of redundancy, I know, pretty much pointless, but then we also have a couple of more powerful propellers at the bottom from sacrificing our side weapons. This time we are focusing only on a single fire cannon. We are going to burn them from afar rather than in close quarters. I'm sure this will go absolutely fine. Let's just line up a little bit better and take our first aimed shot. And miss completely. A glorious shot indeed. They're so much shorter range than I could expect them to be. Slow down. Where's their guns? On the sides. The guns are both side mounted. Okay, and can we get this one? Okay, we'll at least hit the ship and set some fire. Seems like once the shot goes underwater, it completely vanishes. Okay, hit the cannon, set it alight. Can we do it again? Yes, we can. And down goes one cannon. Can we do the same to the other? Already on fire, and... still on fire. Excellent. More fire. The glory that is fire. Uh-oh, we seem to be mounting them again. This is a really weird way to fight. Just stay alight. There it goes. Now it has no weapons, we can relax. Ooh, well it does have that spike at the front. So ignore the spike and just set fire to everything else. Uh-oh. Back. We are faster than you. We have very powerful propellers. I wonder how long the fire actually lasts. Is it like a limited duration, or is it just the fact it goes underwater? Oh, ooh. I did not turn my ship then. That happened by itself. 'Cause I think it wasn't me. Nope. Off. Bad enemy. There, ha! Hit you with a blind fire shot. Almost again as well. There we are. Battle 5-1. And I didn't actually realise we could turn on the spot like that, but apparently we can. So, let's dock and change some things up then. We can move really agilely at the moment, but let's try out a different weapon. We could try and ram the enemy. You know, if we're going to be agile and all that, let's see if we can perhaps be a ramming ship. So we have the tiny little spikes, then we have the larger ones like Vlad the Impaler there, and then we have just these. These definitely look the coolest. Oh, does that have to rotate? Wait, how am I going to get it to the side as well? Oh, one's left, one's right. Okay then. These do... well, they don't actually say how much damage they do exactly, which is a bit of a shame. Ah, might be a bit slow though. Just a little bit off. Goodbye decorations. Okay, we're back. Set sail. I have no idea where the next enemy even is though, which is a big problem. Definitely lost a bit of control, but not too much. Let's see if we can find an enemy to ram. Well, we've found the enemy, and I'm quickly realising that maybe the rotting wood has a different buoyancy to the other blocks, because we look so unstable in comparison to the other ships. I mean, we're getting the job done, we're just getting it done in a very derpy fashion. Ooh, you seem to be on fire. You've been spotted by a pirate ship. Excellent. Pirate Vidar Dullazon. That's how I read that. Probably read it horribly wrong. Okay, I want to bounce into them, then get the spike on their side. What? They have cannons! My thing said you had no special weapons! You lied to me! Aha! We kind of just smacked him a little bit. We destroyed a single block. That was wonderful. Come on. The spike went into them, but didn't really do anything. This is concerning. Did the rams not work properly yet? Slow down so we can get a better turn. Then move forward. Oh, he's going flame shot. Got ya! Okay, well, the spike didn't get you, but I did. Take that! Why would you need weapons in this game? Oh, that was not as good as expected. Okay, let's try out a different weapon before we move on then. I think this will be the last one though. This will be the last one. Weapons. We could just try a regular cannon, a nice powerful one. How about that? Oh, really though? You're gonna do this to me, buddy? Wow, even if I deleted one of those, we still couldn't. That's a shame. Yeah, definitely should have built a smaller ship than this. We've been significantly bigger than all the enemies we've faced. So we can have a better blind fire, I suppose. There we are. Fine. Asymmetrical cannons! Boom! I will say, if you had like a full broadside, that would probably look really cool. If I'm aiming, I can fire a bank. Oh, when you manually aim one, you you can fire all of the ones nearby of the same type. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. I thought you could only control one weapon at a time. That would have been awful. Well, in that case, delete the stronger one for a second. Let's put... Ooh. We could have a load of the really weak cannon from earlier. No, I'll try these ones. Oh, I wanted 4. Fine. We now have an arse cannon, and everything is better in the world. Forward march! Or slowly paddle. The range of the regular cannon is much greater than the other weapons, or at least it certainly looks like it. Did we just hit the target? No. I think it must have went behind him. So we're actually close enough to be in range, even though he hasn't detected me yet. At least that's how it looks. I could be very much mistaken. What was that? Light beam attack. Finally. Okay, into the battle. Almost. Fire the same speed again, same aim. Slowing down. Hard to see the damage when all we can see is the shot itself. Oh, explosions! Hello there, friend. Oh, you have a gun there. Yeah, as soon as the shot hits the water, you lose all of the damage from it. It's gone. Did we just hit our own ship? We may have, actually, then, because I am firing directly to the left. And boom! That's pretty easy. I like these cannons, and I like the fact we've now figured out that, oh, we can fire multiple cannons at once. That's pretty useful. Wow, I'm sure some people were screaming at me up until this point. Okay, let's kill one more. We could go full-on flamethrower. It does look big enough that would work. I do like flamethrowers. Oh, loads of these. That would be cute. I don't know. I think for now, let's leave as it is. A Kraken awakes. What is the Kraken? I haven't seen the Kraken yet. I know there's meant to be sea creatures in this game. Why are you firing so much later than the others? Bit higher. And yes, at least one hit there. Oh, multiple hits. Massive amounts of damage in the center of their ship. There's the cannon. Fire at it. Fire at their cannon. Oh, this one's a lot stronger than the other enemies. Hit their backside. Whoa, explosive backside. And I think that is the place to end it. Oh, only 2 stars awarded. Maybe because how much damage we took. How much damage did we take? Well, I've lost a little bit there, but lost the corners. I think that was earlier of me hitting myself. Actually, let's find out. Can we hit ourselves? Oh, yes we can! Yes, we certainly can. A much flatter front section. Okay, I think with that, I've definitely enjoyed my time here. I've learnt a bit about the game, and I feel like there is a lot of potential. I haven't obviously played the other game types, so perhaps the other game types are even more fun than this. I can't wait to build a bigger ship with loads of cannons. That seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Controlling is a little bit difficult, but I blame that on me being new to the game still. Events, competitions. Defeat the Storm Ranger ship with 1 star or more in the fastest time you can with the something or other ship and post the videos online. Oh, so like proper challenges, sorry, events like that. So, community events. Versus is basically the same as the other thing, but we get to choose the map and choose both of the fighters. And then Battle Seas and everything else. Okay, and I'm guessing Voyage will eventually be the campaign. I'm assuming that is the future of that. So ignoring the stammer I just did, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course likes, favourite, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that The Last Leviathan is possibly a series you would like to see in the future, or you just enjoyed this video. So, thank you, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.